friends!
Hi!
And happy summer to everyone.
Yes, first day of summer was like a couple days ago?
Yes.
Yeah.
So it's a fish now. Of course, we live in Florida, so...
Summer all year!
We are coming to you from our home office today with another top 5. This installment for Navigator of the Seas.
Yeah, we sailed on Navigator in May. It's currently June, so about a month ago. And we loved it. And we wish this was a top 500 million because there were so many good things about the ship, but we did narrow it down. And we have our top 5 things that we enjoyed most about Navigator.
So before we get the list started, we want to remind you that we do have a full playlist of all of our Navigator of the Seas videos, including our stop at Perfect Day at CocoCay. If you want to see these things we're going to talk about in this list in detail, you'll want to go watch those videos. But for now, let's just give you the list. We're going to show you some clips of it as well. And hopefully you can see what the best things to do, the top things to do on Navigator of the Seas are.
Yeah!
Number 5!
Number 5!
We have the...
the escape room.
Can you escape?
We did! Just in case you don't know what escape rooms are, it's the same thing that's when it's land-based. It's basically you get put into a room with a group of people and you have usually an hour, but we had 50 minutes to escape. And what we mean by escape is that there's a bunch of puzzles in the room that you have to try to solve. When you finish one puzzle, it leads to another puzzle. Once you do all the puzzles, it all comes together at the end and the door opens, your time stops, and you win.
Yes, assuming that is the positive outcome.
Oh yeah, if you don't finish all the puzzles, then the time goes to 0 and you don't win, but
you had a lot of fun.
You had a lot of fun and you're not trapped, they let you out.
That's right.
It's called Observatory M, which is exactly what it's called on Mariner, which we also did that. So they have kind of the same vibe, but in no way are they the same escape room.
Yeah, that was our concern going into the sailing, was would we even be able to do this? We loved the one on Mariner so much that we wanted to do the one on Navigator, but we were concerned that it would be the same or even close enough to where it would ruin the experience. Maybe some numbers or letters are changed in a puzzle, but it's the same kind of thing.
No,
not the case.
Not at all.
Completely different.
Yeah, we were completely bamboozled, befuddled, and bewildered. Challenging in the best way, and we really enjoyed it.
If you saw our Mariner videos, you know that we raved about the escape room there. We absolutely loved this one too. Between the two, I don't know. I think I kind of like the Mariner one a little bit more, but that's just a personal preference of the puzzle types.
I think we immediately clicked on the puzzles on the Mariner one, like just the way our brains function, we clicked with the Mariner one, so it makes sense why we would enjoy that more, because like, oh, I get that, haha, I'm smart.
Yeah, and the good news is we did confirm with the Royal Caribbean staff that every Royal Caribbean escape room is different.
Yes.
So they have them on various ships now, and you should be good to go and do those. So we highly recommend it. Should be noted that this does come at an extra cost. $19.99 per person was the rate when we did it.
Yeah.
But that makes sense because I think, one, if they had it for free, everyone would want to do it, and you wouldn't be able to fit everybody.
Yeah.
And number 2, I think it, kind of hedges people from redoing it and kind of maybe ruining the experience.
I have no problem paying $20 to do that. I can pretty much promise you whenever we go on a ship from now on, if they have an escape room, we're gonna be doing it. So we're fans.
We recommend you do the same.
Yeah.
Number 4 is the Lime and Coconut Bar / pool deck area.
Yes. I think it's just the actual bar that's called Lime and Coconut, but I feel like that name kind of extends to the pool deck just because it all goes together.
Yeah, so if you don't know, Navigator was recently part of Royal Caribbean's Amplified program where they're redoing their ships, revitalizing them, over $100 million put in. And one of the things that Navigator received that is, to this point, unique to the Royal Caribbean fleet is a whole new design pool deck. Just color everywhere, I think, was the thing that stood out the most.
Yeah, it was like a huge fiesta.
Yeah.
And it was great. So much colors. They did so much fun, like, seating styles. They had like these cabanas that just walk up and use. It seemed like their goal was, let's just make this pool deck as fun as we can, and win royal.
Yeah,
like,
we don't usually pay that much attention to pools
No.
on cruise ships. It's usually pretty standard, but this one really stood out in a good way. And then the centerpiece was the lime and the coconut bar, which we didn't partake in, but it's 3 levels. And the top level is just like open air with all these lights strung up and all this comfortable seating, and you can just see all around you.
And what's really cool is that it's very reminiscent. If you do stop at CocoCay, it's like those 2 spaces go together.
Yeah.
It's like the colors and the stylization, like it's very reminiscent of each other. So I think it's cool that they kind of found that theme and they just went with it full force.
It's a nice tie-in and it works really well. So it takes something that's usually standard and blasé like the pool deck and makes it a destination.
Yeah.
So big win. Number 3 on our list. This is a new addition to Navigator of the Seas, but basically a new addition to Royal Caribbean. So we are talking about El Loco Fresh.
El Loco Fresh. El Loco Fresh, I can get as many tacos and nachos as I want.
And burritos and all the toppings and salsa and hot sauce and rice and beans and queso and yay, quesadillas.
But I mostly want the tacos.
Woo! No, you love this place. I really enjoyed it too.
I'm a big proponent of toppings bars where you can put whatever you like on them. So basically how it functioned was it had a line where you would grab like your main stuff. You would grab your burritos or your quesadillas that were already pre-made, or your bowl of chips that was already out there ready to go. Or you asked one of the people there, like, oh, I want a chicken taco, I want a pork taco, I want a beef steak taco, and they would get your little tortilla and scoop your stuff and then give it to you, and then you went to the topping bar and you put whatever you wanted on whatever you got. They had stuff at the topping bar that, like, I feel like usually you don't get. They had cilantro, they usually have jalapenos, which I really like, but they had like this lime sour cream, and they had like some different kinds of stuff that I was really into, and I wish our sailing was longer so I could have eaten there more.
Yeah, we only ate the one time, but it should be noted this is a complimentary offering, so you could go as many times as you want, given it's in the hours of operation, which you want to check. It was really good.
Yeah.
Definitely an A+ addition.
Oh yeah, such a good idea, really good execution, fits totally well into the lime and coconut pool deck area thing. I hope they do it on more ships.
I was just about to say, I hope this becomes a mainstay for throughout the Royal Caribbean fleet. And that will segue nicely into our number 2 when we speak about trying out food, because our number 2 thing that we loved about Navigator of the Seas was the specialty dining.
Yeah, and that's not specific to one location, because we ate at almost all of them and they were all delicious.
We went to Chops, which we've been to before. Fantastic.
Yeah.
It was up there for the best Chops we've had.
I think this is definitely the best service we've ever gotten out of Chops. It was fat, not in a rushy way, but just in a on top of everything.
And then we tried 2 other establishments for the first time ever.
Yeah.
One that is also new to the Royal Caribbean, which is Hooked.
Yeah.
Hooked Seafood.
This was really good, and you got a lot of food.
A lot.
I mean, if you're someone who likes to chow down on seafood, and you know, seafood's pretty expensive, go here, because I feel like you get your bang for your buck.
I mean, I had to stop with my appetizer, the drunken mussels. They brought out a huge pot, and I got halfway through, and I'm like, I gotta save room for the main course here. I love the way this place was decorated.
Yeah.
Nautical.
Out of the 3 locations, I think Hooked felt the most laid back.
Yeah, I would agree.
But that's not to say that our last one, which is Jaime's Italian, this had a really cool vibe to it as well. And now I think it's my favorite specialty restaurant.
It is definitely up there. I mean,
it is so good.
So all 3 of those places we highly, highly, highly recommend.
We've never had so many restaurants on a single ship be such hits before. So it really stuck out, like both in the quality of the food, the service, just the general vibe of the locations. We really enjoyed eating on this cruise. I mean, I know all these locations are of extra cost, and that's sometimes a little hard to stomach when you're already paying for a cruise.
The food wasn't hard to stomach though.
No, it was good. I just mean, I think on this ship, it's worth it.
Yeah.
Some other times, it's not, like, it wasn't worth the extra money. This, at least our experience, the food was good.
Definitely. That was number 2, which just leaves us with number 1. The top.
King of the Hill, a number 1.
It is the water slides.
Water slide.
Water slides.
Calling the slides on Navigator almost does a disservice because
Water adventures.
Yeah. That's more appropriate.
So we're talking about the Blaster and the Riptide. The Riptide is a front-facing matte. I would call it, they're usually called matte racers, where you see the people going down the hills, but it's only one one person at a time.
The Riptide, it does have like some see-through parts so you can see out to the ocean and stuff like that, which is very cool. And then the second slide, the Blaster, that was awesome.
Water coaster, which in my humble opinion, or not so humble, is the best kind of water slide there is. You can't beat a water coaster.
This one, the Blaster, this is the longest aqua coaster at sea.
Yes. Oh, and also worth mentioning, this water slide has the longest portion of water slide track suspended out over the ship.
What I liked about Blaster was that so much of it was open and so much of it was near or over the ocean that it was like, oh, I can actually take in the sights. Like I'm not just getting a glance at it, I'm actually seeing it, which is cool.
Oh, it's awesome.
Yeah.
It's awesome. You get to see all that stuff, basketball court, rock climbing wall, the other water slides. You can see whatever's around you if you're at sea or if you're in port, you can see all that stuff. So an absolute phenomenal time on both of these slides. So that will cap our list of the top 5 things that we loved about Royal Caribbean's Navigator of the Seas. Just to run them back really fast. Number 5 was the escape room, which we did escape. Number 4 was the lime and coconut pool deck area. Number 3, El Loco Fresh.
Yummy, yummy taco.
Number 2, the specialty restaurants, Uno, Dos, Tres.
We ate so much.
It was great. Number 1, the water slides, A Perfect Storm, the Blaster and the Riptide both. Awesome stuff all around.
One more time. Water slide.
Water slide. We hope that you've enjoyed this list. If you're considering sailing on Navigator of the Seas, we hope this gives you an idea of some of the top things you need to keep an eye out for and check out yourself. And if you would like help planning your own trip on Navigator of the Seas, we are travel agents and our services are always complimentary. You can reach out to us via our travel agent information, which is at the end of all of our videos. And be sure to go back and check out the rest of the videos that we mentioned earlier in our Navigator of the Seas playlist. That's gonna wrap up this video. We hope you guys have enjoyed. Like we said before, if you wanna reach out about booking, hit us up through the travel agent information. If you have a question or comment or just wanna talk, leave a comment down below. We'll respond to those as quickly as we can. But until next time, we're gonna sign off. We hope you've enjoyed. We'll see you next time.
Happy travels.